When Metro Cebu was placed under modified general community quarantine, different measures were taken by each city to prevent the resurgence of COVID-19 cases. Luan Mayrondina of GMA Regional TV Balitang Bisdak for the details live. Luan?
Yes, CJ, in Cebu City, many welcomed the more relaxed quarantine status. However, as a safety measure to control the movement of the people, city officials decreed the continued use of quarantine passes. On its first day under MGCQ, more people and vehicles were seen on the streets of Cebu City. Anticipating the increase of people going out of their houses, the Cebu City LGU saw the need to control the movement of its residents by requiring the use of quarantine passes. With this, residents cannot go out on any given day. Market schedule is also regulated. The public had varied reactions on these directives, but almost all are happy with the downgrade of the quarantine status. Many are hoping to see more public transportation vehicles plying the streets of Cebu City.
Tungod sa kalisod, dili may madadalig taxi. Kumasin kayo ang kuhan.
May problema. Quarantine pass gyapon nga official do 1 meter distance.
Taxi drivers can only hope for better days now that they are allowed to resume operations.
Arang sa una kay makapaiskila pag estudyante karon tama na sa kaon.
But a local IATF official, however, clarified that PNP control points will still continue.
Ang question is, are we going to still do the checkpoints, no? Kanang ipakatap na to. The way I look at it, status quo gyud ta niya nandapita.
In Mandaue City, despite the downgrade to MGCQ, strict guidelines will still be implemented. These include the use of quarantine passes, implementation of curfew hours from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., number coding scheme, and observance of market schedules.
Essential nga travel moadto sa merkado kay naipaliton, bringing with them their quarantine pass. So kinahanglan gihapon og quarantine pass karon nga nag-MGCQ ta diri sa Dakbayan Mandaue.
City officials reminded Mandauehanons not to be complacent.
Karon nga nagkaubos itong kaso, medyo mo action pod og complacent og relax ang mga tawo. And mere gamay nga sipyat karong panahon na pwede gyud mo saka og balik ang atong kaso.
In Lapu-Lapu City, with the city now under MGCQ, there's a big possibility that tourism-related businesses can operate, but only at 50% of its capacity. Lapu-Lapu City Mayor Jonard Ahong Chan said that with the downgrading of the city's quarantine status to MGCQ, they hope that tourism operations in the city will bounce back. The city will still be strictly implementing a number coding for vehicles, use of quarantine passes, and restrictions for senior citizens and those below 21 years old. The mayor added that the city will allow the entry of foreign workers like the Chinese nationals who work in MEPS and POGO workers. But their entry to Lapu-Lapu City will still be based on the IATF guidelines.
Anyway, secured man, after arrival, they will do the PCR test, no, the swab test sa ato ang airport, as long na they can follow the health protocol, no? What's the IATF required them, pwede na siya.
In Talisay City, Mayor Samsam Gulyas wants to implement a thrice-week market schedule. He is also set to talk with Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia and Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella to reopen the N. Bacalso Avenue in Barangay Bulacau to ease the flow of vehicles coming from the southern part of the province going to Cebu City. Establishments in Talisay City will be allowed to operate within 50 to 75% of its capacity.
Maybe Monday to Friday na po na mo balik among trabaho diri. Wala na Friday na for disinfection. Disinfection will be on the weekends. I have talked to Gov Gwen. I'll talk to Cebu City regarding fully opening the Bulacau border as far as appors and workers are concerned.
Yes, CJ, while all areas in Metro Cebu and in the province are under MGCQ, the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board is still regulating the resumption of the operation of the public utility jeepneys. In the cities of Mandaue and Cebu, PUJs are not allowed. CJ?
Thank you, Luan Mayrondina.